the furs,
The
they were
fiddlers.
paddling long hours in the boats, in the canoes. And it was important that they were all keeping together. So a fiddler to provide rhythm for the paddlers was really important. Not only did it provide a rhythm, but it also provided some entertainment. Even today, people out jogging end up taking their favorite tunes along with them to help them keep pace. In the evenings after the paddlers had finished for the day, oftentimes their legs were cramped and tired from kneeling in the canoes all day long. So after dinner, the fiddler was called upon for entertainment, to provide dance music so they could dance the kinks out of their legs, and also to develop a spirit of camaraderie amongst the voyageurs. When they were out on the prairies, every Métis community, it did not matter how poor it was, would have a fiddle in its midst. Because without a fiddle, you had no entertainment for the long, cold winters. If necessary, they would carve their own. One of the major trading features from the Hudson's Bay was fiddle strings. And they made sure they had them well stocked so that when the traders came in, they would be able to pick up strings for their fiddles. Unfortunately, as a result of the break in passing culture down from one generation to another, the fiddling in many areas has died out. And we were lucky to have a fiddler come in from Manitoba and teach at one of the councils here for a couple of months, and some of us have continued it on. It's very dear to my heart. I started fiddling about 12 years ago and was absolutely excited to have been included in those lessons. People ask what's the difference between a violin and a fiddle, and there isn't any difference between them. It's the way they're played. The important thing for a violin is to have a nice sweet sound and to play music in a pleasant way. The important thing with the fiddle is to have the rhythm, and it doesn't matter what note you play as long as you play it at the right time. Obviously we would like to have a nice sound as well, but the important thing was that the dancers could have a fiddler that could play all evening and keep the party going. One of the cultural things of the Métis communities was the kitchen party. You might have heard of those. When you saw the fiddler heading towards someone's house, you grabbed your family and you grabbed a potluck dish and you headed over as well. The whole community would end up there. They'd push the chairs back, clear the stage, make sure there was a place for the kids to fall asleep, and they would party most of the night away. So that's why it's important for us to try to reintegrate fiddle music within the Métis culture. So we are going to be trying to teach this class how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And if you ever get a chance to try the fiddle, I hope you will take the opportunity. I wish I had started 30, 40 years ago. Thanks.
At the Indigenous Legacy gathering here on stage are these little fiddlers.
string. Oh, well, you'll have to put it somewhere. Okay. All right, so we're going to start again. We're going to start on the second string and go down, up, and let's start on the second string. The first string, one finger down, and no fingers down. Wow. Okay. Now what comes next? How I wonder what you are. So for that, we're going to put all three fingers on our second string and have them all close together. One person's lucky, they got some lines.
That's teaching Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars to these little stars
and then a
out
big,
here.
long line.
Beautiful.